Hey there, Hex. How's it going? Good to see you. Boy. I forgot to change the game category over. Let's fix that real quick. Hey, Ghost. Good to see you, man. I'll be calling shortly. Hello there. Hi. I crucify, crucify. How are we doing, friends? I'm pretty sleepy, so expect a pretty laid-back stream. I'm not gonna have the chaos that we had yesterday. Unless Ghost starts some shit in VC. But no, seriously. Bro is achieving heaven. I'm trying me best. Do you believe in gravity? I'm doing good. Oh, look, there's a star. You better jump. Better not miss it. Doing good? That's good to hear, man. I kind of dig the Charmeleon with the hat. I don't know. If you still want me to change it, let me know. I will. And let me know what I should change it to, because I don't remember. I crucify. Going to get the Redstone of Asha. Hell yeah. I guess we can change it. I don't know what options there is, though. There's a lot of Pokemon. So if there's another Pokemon you'd prefer, go for it. If you're on if you're on PC, you can scroll down and change it that way. If not, other people in chat can help you figure it out, because I don't know how, because I'm on PC only. Like behavior. Oh, Deaf Umbreon then. Okay, let's get you set up then. There you go. Think. It could also be Kalos, or you could be Shiny. I will make you default, though. I don't know why you have a hat. Alright, I'll put you down. Sorry about that. Thank. Yep, you're good to go. Give me your hat! Sadly, there's no JoJo avatars. I tried to find them. Oh, man. How are you guys doing? I am, sicky. I've been kind of living like a piece of shit these last 2 days. Meow, 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 meow. I think I caught whatever you had. In my head. Yeah, I hope you get better, Hex. Or I hope you feel better, Ghost. I'm glad to hear your recovery is happening. Yeah, voice in my head. Oh, I have Ash's hat, lol. I said shiny is good since my protogen has blue LED. My autocorrect is trying to murder me. Aw. Sorry the autocorrect's trying to murder you. Let's make you proto-generic then. Let's get working on that. Shiny, there you go. I actually really like the blue. I really like Shiny Umbreon's color scheme. Man, I gotta say though, like, the amount of grinding that goes into getting shinies kind of makes me want to laugh at Pokemon fans. It's like, bro, you're putting so much work in to unlock Color 2. You're putting in hundreds of hours, like, fish chaining or doing the whatever method to unlock Color 2. Like, bruh. I think you should be able to fully dress up your Pokemon at this point. Shiny buffs, color, nothing else. Just race changes. You're right. I have a single shiny Magikarp. It looks like puke. I don't like him. I don't use him. He's ugly. I can't hear what you're saying. Damn. Biggest reason to subscribe right there. I wish I could turn that off, but I cannot. Link fell during the song. He's gone. He's not coming back. Wish your grandfather would have wore a condom. Gentlemen, repeat what you said in a minute. I have an ad side late. Alright, fine. Has anyone happened to kill a red spy on their way here? No, sadly not. Also, hi Blue, good to see you. I'm fighting sickness myself. Also the sleepy. I slept all day. That's law. But 9 to 5 is lost. Daddy ain't one of him. Play this when you're 18. What'd you say to me? Oh, I was just saying I had a shiny Magikarp once, but I thought he was ugly as puke, so I decided just to run with my non-shiny version. And we still have a problem. Flops dead green onto table. I've had somebody in my DMs asking me to play, who's apparently given me a copy of Deadlock, and also really wants to play with me, but there's like no Deadlock in my library and no Deadlock invite in my inbox. So I don't know what they're talking about. They're a friend of mine, so I actually trust the source. But so I'm just like, dude, I don't have it. Thank you, hon.
I sent it to the wrong person.
I think it was me. I know it was me specifically because they contacted me on Discord and on Steam. Yeah. Video media discussion add-on TBC. Let's have this be video media. How you doing, baby? Sorry about your tummy. You should go eat some real food. You've eaten nothing but cookies all day.
I know, that's all I eat today is cookies.
To be fair, how's it, like, that means it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
You've had nothing, as you mentioned, accessories and a cut. Oh yeah, I was just saying that we should, Pokemon games at this point should allow you to fully dress up your Pokemon and customize them. Like, the models look like crap anyway, you might as well let us change them. Like, if they're gonna limit the amount of Pokemon we have, like, heavily, like they're doing, at least let us do something new with them, right? Creative guidelines. I'm just... Okay, I'm not gonna be able to promote here. Singing poems with you. Yeah, they definitely should. I'm actually excited to play a lot of the Pokemon fan games and also play Pokemon in general. It's going to be a while before we get into one of the Pokemon games, but I'm still excited. I've also started pruning some games I'm not all that interested in off the list. I took the Mario Land titles off the list because I'm really not all that interested in 2D Mario. I'm going to play Super Mario World, and if I like it, I'll stick with it, but I'm far more interested in the Mario spin-offs and 3D Mario. Oh, that's good coffee. Thank you, baby. Just play this song when it rains. Okay. Limit promotional content. Okay, only once every 7 days. Got it. So it should be fine. Also, I got some news before we get started. I'm going to be moving the Morrowind stream to this Saturday so that I'll be actually able to play some Morrowind. Otherwise, it'll only be a 2-hour stream, or it'll go until the wee hours in the morning, and I just don't want that. So we're going to be playing... oh, hold on. Nostalgia video. I'll just tag it as classic. But we're going to be playing Morrowind tomorrow, so... Or, sorry, not tomorrow, but the day after. There's no streams tomorrow. Reason being is I want to be able to spend some time with my girlfriend on Friday.
Hex the Protobian says Lero.
I've heard good things about Blue Lock. I'll definitely check it out once it's done. You know me. I'm reading, the comic I'm reading right now is Vampire the Masquerade Winter's Teeth, which is a fucking cool comic so far. I don't know if the story's gonna like how it's gonna end, but I've heard it was good, and it's good. I like it a lot better than the other Vampire the Masquerade comic I read. You know me. You never gave us nothing to believe in. Dragon Ball, JoJo, and JJK are my top 3. So yeah, you love your shonen. Hell yeah. My top 3 are probably Berserk, Attack on Titan, and Evangelion. So it shows you what I'm into. Nightmares. I have not read all... I've read the final comic, but I have not read all the comics of TF2, so... I do want to actually go by and read all those. I really like what I've seen of TF2's story, but I've only seen it like through the game and through fan animations and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't care what anybody says to me. Blue Lock is, or not Blue Lock. Emesis Blue is the canon ending of TF2. Like, that is the canon true ending of that story, as far as I'm concerned. And so, every piece of TF2 content I will consume in the future, its canonicity will be decided on how well it can flow into Emesis Blue. I'm an Emesis Blue fan first, and a TF2 fan second. Unless they have. There's not really an episode to do, because the manga's in a weird spot right now where the story kind of ended in a way, before the author died. Just not in the way certain people wanted. Like, it reached a very peaceful, somewhat happy conclusion, but then people continued the story afterwards, after his death, so it's in a weird spot right now. I don't think it's going to be the revenge fantasy people want. I think it's going to be a bit more different. Yeah, same here. Yes, we know you like teenagers going to war. I don't like how media sugarcoats the teenage experience. And so, to me, a bunch of anime girls in a trench trying not to die is a far more authentic experience than a bunch of anime girls in a classroom having happy times, because high school is not happy times. Being a teenager is not happy or pleasant. And anyone who tells you otherwise is a fucking liar and is probably trying to sell something. That's my take. And so, kids going to war, to me, is far more authentic than any high school anime experience, unless it's specifically as miserable as a war. Yeah. Yeah, I'm depressed as fuck, right? No, it's a lie. Like, high school fantasy's bullshit. It showed how it actually is. Or show something that's somewhat comparable. I think kids being forced into a hostile setting where they could very easily die and nobody cares is very authentic to the experience of being a real teenager. Yeah. And anything aside from that is inauthentic and false. Oh, Mob Psycho's great. Yeah. When you're a male in the JoJo universe, in seasons 1 through 3, once you hit puberty, you just become built like a refrigerator. You just get the Bruce Wayne build. I hear good things about Vinland Saga. Mob Psycho is so fucking good. I need to finish it. I'm like midway through season 3. That's up there. That's like Mob Psycho is easily in my top 10. If your anime has a quote that literally changes the way I look at the world, then I'm probably going to rank it among my favorites.
Text the Protobian says, oh, so you're approaching me?
Oh, so you're approaching me. Right? It's a good line. My autocorrect is haunting me. I'm gonna do unexpected JoJo lines. Peak period. Yeah, Mob Psycho's so good. But yeah, like, any anime or show or piece of media that has a quote in it that sticks with me forever like that, like Reagan's whole quote about kindness, is something that I, like, literally live my life by ever since hearing it. That was it. Reagan, there is no... The truth behind one's charm is kindness. Be a good person. Become a good person, that is all. I fucking just... Oh! I feel that quote so much, and it's one of the quotes I live by.
Hex the
Alright, try.
Protobian says, oh my god. Very old Stardust Crusader.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm very excited for Vinland Saga. But I'm not gonna start a story when it's not finished. You know me. I've learned my lesson time and time again. So sneezy, you guys. Goku should have gotten Eating Arc, where he just travels to like a bunch of restaurants and eats delicious food. Jotaro should have gotten a marine biology arc. That's how I handle Star Wars shows. Because I know that Star Wars itself is never going to end, so I wait for, like, for example, Andor to finish before I start watching it. Which I haven't finished it yet. What is Blue Period? I've not familiar. I knew Blue Period as a Oh, okay. If you enjoy this, Blue, you should definitely check out Barakamon. Barakamon is like great artist material. Is the show finished? Okay, it's not. Got it. You fool, I have. We talked about Barakamon together before. Damn, well, everyone else watched Barakamon. It is peak. It's so good. It's one of those few slice of life anime that actually have a fucking point to them. And they aren't just a waste of time. And for those of you who are like, oh, well, you don't know, you haven't seen all slice of life anime. I've seen quite a lot. I had a friend who was really into them, and I wanted to get them to watch my shows, so I watched a bunch of shows with them. And I never got them to watch my shows, by the way. But I watched a lot of slice of life anime, and boy, did I not enjoy like any of them except for like maybe one. I enjoyed Lucky Star and Watamote. Those were very good. And Barakamon, that one's good too. Welcome to the NHK is also amazing, but I don't know if you would exactly... Like, that one's like borderline psychological horror. Welcome to the NHK is amazing, though. I want more seinen slice of life. Like, yeah, I love Barakamon and Welcome to the NHK. Like, I want more shit like that. Alright, I think we're good to get started. That's illegal. Sorry, Jupiter Jumpers, we gotta turn you off. Yeah, I play Fortnite, Roblox, and that's pretty much it. I don't have much options. Well, what devices do you have? Because I might be able to hook you up with some good shit. If you're on mobile, I would recommend diving into the world of emulators. You have an interest in Pokemon, so maybe start playing some of the classic Pokemon games. I'll get you the hookup on ROMs if you need them. I see. Depends on what devices you have. Because, like, for me, it's like... Yeah, bet I might try that. Yeah, I recommend it. Computers, like, are the gateway to everything. If you have a working computer, like, even if it's a shitty one, you got emulators, you got old PC games, you have so many options you wouldn't otherwise have. And that's the world I live in and like to live in. Before we get started, I have a few things I want to bring up. First off, I want to say that I will be in VC talking to people with this. This is not a subscriber-based thing. If you want to be with me, if you want to hang out with me in VC and play this game with me, all you have to do is download the game. It's completely free. There is a link pinned in chat that'll take you to a link where you can download it and get it set up. And once I see that you've gotten it set up, I will invite you to our private WoW group, which I will be calling right now. And we'll see if anyone would like to play tonight. Yes, it's great. Oh no, oh no, Reddit's fucking doing its bullshit again. God damn it. My account got shadow banned again, motherfucker. I don't have a PC, so I'm gonna just watch, that's fine. I'm getting really tired of Reddit's bullshit, man. It's really annoying. I'm just trying to get something going here. Yeah, luckily for me, let's see. As long as I haven't been shadow banned, I'll keep using this account. Otherwise, I'll have to make another one, which sucks. But I'm not gonna not use it. All right, I'm not shadow banned. Those things just don't like those specific Reddits just don't like me. Oh, thank you for the friend request, X. I'll go ahead and accept that. Not stream avatars. No, what the hell? No problem. Alrighty. Well, I just want to let anyone know that if they want to join me in game, they totally can. Click the link and it'll take you there. It's completely free to start as long as you have a computer. If you enjoyed the stream and you're new here, be sure to follow if you want to see more from me, or if you just want to hang out, be sure to join the Discord via the link pinned in chat or down below. And yeah, all that being said, let's get right into it. Let me see. Let me judge. Bird Mommy? Yeah, hell yeah. Well, no, maybe not Bird Mommy, more like Bird Princess or Bird Queen. I don't know the character. But yeah, I like it. Hella. Hell yeah. Alright, let's get right into it. Once again, I am denied my turtle mount because I am not here. I am not on this game during the right time. If I do want to get my turtle, I'd have to travel all the way over to the other side of the world. Okay. But yes, right now, as you can see, the Valentine's event's going on. But we're going to be spending this Valentine's Day event in Creepy Town, also known as Darkshire. Yes! Muhammad Abdul! Yes! I am! Alright guys, so we gotta find out what's haunting Ravenhill. That's what we're here to do. So let's go ahead and rent ourselves a horse and be on our way. Oh, we have some quests here? What are we looking at here? Well, our quest log's full, so we won't be able to accept any new quests for the time being. Let's hire this horse here, and we'll be on our way to Ravenhill. It's the part you find hot? Dudes, I feel that. There was this, we were watching The Wolverine today, which is one of the later X-Men movies. And there's this lady with snake powers that the girlfriend was super, like, yo, she's so hot. And I'm just like, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, no, I hate her. She's a huge bitch. Like, for me, personality is a big component, but some people, you know, they're into that. A lot of times, characters who are tops that I find attractive frustrate me, because I'm just like, well, that would just lead to frustrating sex, because it's just that meme of when they're both tops, when they're versus when they're both bottoms. And like when they're both bottoms, it's the two girls like crying on the bed. But when they're both tops, it's Aaron and fucking Reiner going at it. So I'm mad that Digimon lost Netflix access to Digifusion because me Shoutmon was my favorite. Oh, that's a bummer. Personality is also a big component for me. It's just sometimes I need a hot girl to berate me. I don't got that. I don't enjoy being insulted or berated, especially by, yeah, anyway. Yeah. I want the opposite of a, like, when it comes to being topped, I want the opposite of a power bottom. I want, like, a soft top. Like a sweet top, I suppose. Damn, that sucks, Hex. I'm sorry. I should probably not say just like Tatsuki Fujimoto. I feel that. I'm trying to think of like a good top that I would be like, yeah. But I honestly am having trouble conjuring one to mind. I can't dismount, I'm sorry. Bayonetta? I guess? Or like Guinevere from Dark Souls? I don't know. Rangiku from Bleach? Anyway, let's talk to Jitters. Oh, Tsunade from Naruto would be another good one.
How are you?
No, please don't kill me. It's just me, Jitters. They're everywhere. I can't escape them. Monsters in Raven Hill? No, couldn't be. Only harmless Jitters.
Safe travel. What can I do for you?
I've been stuck hiding in this ghost town for weeks, and I haven't eaten anything but grubs and weeds. I need some decent food, and I'm willing to trade well for it. Bring me a feast, and I'll pay you handsomely. I heard Chef Gruel at the Scarlet Raven Tavern in Darkshire makes very good dusky crab cakes. Hi, Foxeltrot. How's it going? That counts, Hex. That counts.
See you later.
He has a really good theme song, too, so I get it. Can't resist. That's what it means to be infinite. So fucking good. I don't really have anime crushes either. I just like Muffet. Yeah, Muffet's great. Oh, fucking Goat Mom. Hell yeah. Did you listen to that song I recommended? I don't know. Hey, if you really want me to listen to something, throw it in, because, like, I get distracted. I have a million and one things going on, but if you want to guarantee that I'm going to listen to a song that you want me to listen to, throw it in Fire Pit. It'll be on YouTube Monday. Yeah, Toriel, hell yeah. I also like Alphys. I'm not crazy about Undyne, but I like Alphys. I just like short, fat girls. Most of my game crushes are dudes. The horse left me. Leon's on that list. Hey, Leon's a good one. Leon as in Resident Evil 4 Leon or Kingdom Hearts Leon? I'm crazy about Undyne, but I don't mind Alphys. Yeah, no, I'm just not really into Undyne. I've seen some amazing like Undyne cosplay. Like Peach Saliva's Undyne cosplay is really cool, but like Undyne's one of those characters that I don't really have like romantic or like I don't have any attraction to them. I just think they're fucking cool. You know, just like Undyne's badass. I always loved Undyne. What are we dealing with here, Mr. Wolf? Excuse me for a moment. Hold on. No, not that one. R. There we go. I'm rusty, and can you tell? Shit. Whoo! I am rusty. Rusties. Let's conjure some food while we're at it. I am also in this conversation. I am Arrow Ace. These ads, I'm sorry. I like Papyrus. I have not read the Sonic books. I've heard, I don't know. I've heard good and bad things about so many Sonic cartoons and comics that I just got them all confused. Like, are they good? Are they bad? Which ones are good? Which ones are bad? Are the Archie comics good? Should I read them? Will I be able to understand them if I've never played a Sonic game before? Because I'm just an enjoyer of good media. I don't much care for what it's about. Meh. Your presence is appreciated and cherished. Yes. Let's get that frost armor going. Oh, okay. Nice. I don't know who Volg is, so yeah. Yeah, there's Jax from Tadic. I like him better now, by the way. I like it better when he's fucking having a meltdown and is going completely insane. I like that all that bullshit bravado he walks around with, all that nonsense confidence is breaking. Yeah. I want him to get put through the meat grinder and be forced to become a better person. Scumbags in fiction, for me, exist to be punished or improved. Unless I like them, then they're fine, just like they are. I want to shoot him in the back alley in a Bronx. Yeah, no, like, Jax is a problem that needs to be fixed. And, like, I'm okay with that, honestly. I like that the Tumblr sexy man, like, the character built to be a Tumblr sexy man is, like, a real unlikable piece of shit. I wish that it worked, and people didn't like him, but, you know, that's what it is. For my Warlord for ages, I really wanted to use that OG Noise Marine model helmet, then I think I could add some lore of him killing and taking a helmet of a Blade Champion Custodes. What do you think? I like the idea, especially for the liveries and the plumes that are on a Blade Champion's helmet. You could then take that and make it, like, super colorful and tie into the whole, like, Slanesh angle. But yeah, also, hi, Hellman. Okay, Blue, I see what you mean.
Greetings.
Jitter's Growling Guts. You need some crab cakes, do you? Well, I might be able to cook some up for you. I'll let you in on a little secret. Dusky crab cakes are really made from spider legs. I know it's a bit disgusting, but the cakes have a nice tangy flavor and make great snacks. Bring me gooey spider legs and I'll whip you up a few of them. Alright.
Be careful.
Sounds good. I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm going after spider legs. Yo. Yeah, I think that's a fine enough idea. Is that you, Muffet? No. You'll see the kind of spiders we're dealing with here. The Spider Megamind. Arachnicus Deathicus. Ah, yes, the Spider. There it is, Black Widow hatchling. Nope. You back off, and then we do this. Hmm. 28 DPS with this one. I might actually stop using my Scorch. Oh, I got a lot there. Moonlight Silk quest item, okay. And then I need gooey spider legs. Everything else we can go ahead and put down here. That sounds really good, Hellman. Blow spider onto your face. Ah! Let's have some water. There goes an elf. Rogue, I think. Frost Ward and Dampen Magic. Then we have Infected Bite, which will continue to be a problem for the next 5 minutes. Unless I run into a player who can heal me. Let me check, man. If it's not there, I'll let you know. I wasn't going to bring it up that it was you. Nope, Deadlock is not in my Steam library. I think you might have sent it to the wrong person. Or it's just not working. Hey, there's another one. Let's try just using Fireball and Fire Blast for this next fight. .44 DPS, much higher than the 23 I was getting previously. I can't see it currently. I'd have to look over on Restream. Let me take a look, Blue. Die. There we go. Do I have any more bread to eat? I do not. Okay. Let's drink some water. Pop over to chat. Go ahead and say something, Blue. Oh, cool. Venator got added. Neat. Oi. I can't tell what it is. I'm gonna have to look at your page. Here we go. One moment, Blue. Evidently your channel doesn't exist. Let's try it this way. There it is. Oh, yo, I like that. That's cool. Hell yeah, man. Little muff lad. Insecurity. They feel upset about something and they don't understand what they feel upset about. So they imagine that the people causing them their suffering is an outside source rather than the inside source it really is. Same as all bigotry, really. Also, furries are loud and proud, and that really pisses off bigots. It can also, like, and what it can also do is it can inflame bigotry within seemingly normal people and make them upset. It's kind of the fun thing about pride. Pride for your whatever minority you are not only annoys people who are already bigots, it also reveals bigots within society, so to speak. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, some furries are absolute trash, but I mean that just means that's just because some people are absolute trash. I personally don't like anti-furry thing, but I also don't enjoy pro-furry bullshit. Like I hate the meme about like, oh yeah, if you're an artist, you should just do furry art because they'll pay you millions of dollars, and it's like that isn't entirely true, but even if it is, that might be a negative stereotype. You know, like I don't like that either. People are just people. People are good and people are bad. Like trying to elevate. God damn it! These fucking. You know what? Can't sheep you. Alright, well, I'm running. Eat shit. I'm just gonna pop evocation over here. It does connect all of us. You should do furry art if you like it. Yeah, no, absolutely. But no, there's this meme about, like, basically, if you're a struggling artist who's trying to make money, just do furry art because you'll get $1 billion from a rich furry. And, like, that could happen, but, you know, it's one of those things I just dislike. I dislike just things built off nonsense. People are just people, you know? The Joe Start technique. Indeed. My character needs to eat something, but she doesn't have any food. Let's conjure some food. What level conjure food is this? Rank 3 versus... My conjure food is stronger than my conjure water. Good lord. 2. 4. Yeah, certain furry art. But at the same time, let's talk about... Like, there's other problems with pride. Like, one of my biggest issues with any sort of pride movement, especially in regarding sexuality or something that has fetishes attached to it, like being a furry. Yes, it does. Don't fucking lie. Like, I understand. It's like saying, oh, being a furry is not a sexual thing is like saying weed's not a drug. It's one of those things you say so you don't scare the normies. But we know that weed's a drug. And that's fine. It's fine that weed's a drug. And being a furry is a sex thing. for a lot of people. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Okay? Let's stop bullshitting, okay? Let's just say I have never once in my life met an asexual furry except for Ghost if he is a furry. Like, every furry I have met is extremely horny. And that's okay. We shouldn't shame sex. Yeah, sure. But it does affect your sexual interests and tastes. I guess what I'm getting at there is the problem with a lot of pride movements, such as furry pride or gay pride or whatever, is that total creep asses use it to cover up their bullshit. They get to exist in plain sight, you know, like part of being any sort of gay pride thing I have ever experienced has been having creepy people constantly hit on you and like not respecting your boundaries, because to them this is how they express their identity, and you just kind of have to put up with that. Just like how if you exist in any furry spaces, like let's say on Twitter right now, where I follow a bunch of furry artists and I have a strong furry audience, I'm constantly seeing inflation, and I'm constantly seeing what's the other one? Inflation and vor. I'm constantly seeing inflation, and I'm constantly seeing vor, and I'm constantly seeing feet. The reason why is you don't got to tag those things as sexual. They like when I have a filter on my Blue Sky that stops me from seeing porn, but I still see that shit. Like, that's annoying, man. No, I don't want to see that shit. Yeah, vor. Hey, if you enjoy it, more power to you, but if you're jerking off to it, it's porn. Just like how you can have non-sexual nudity, you can have clothed shit that is purely horny. Anime's been doing that for years. Having fully clothed characters that are functionally naked. Like I said, more power to you. God bless, but I'm calling porn. And yes, this does also apply to Quentin Tarantino. As much as I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I did not need to see that girl's filthy feet pressed into the window. Anatomically awooga. Yeah, same with cucking, yeah. Why would I want people to see my stuff? I mean, there's again, no shame to that either. Like, no shame to the specific fetish. I'm just saying, if it's a fetish, keep it the fuck away from me. I don't want to see it. Unless I'm specifically looking for it. You know, I don't mind some... I don't even want to go into what my specific stuff is, but, like, there's stuff of mine that could pass as PG that I don't want to see when I'm not specifically looking for it. Anyways, good news and bad news. What's the bad... What news?! Made a crawfish and corned bisque. Bad news, the dishwasher's broken. Damn. Oh, yeah, no. Like, what I'm simply asking for is it's like, hey, listen, a pride movement is not an excuse for you to be a total sex pest. It is also not an excuse to just shove your fetishes in people's faces. Keep that shit to yourself.
Jack Black is in the Silver
Weird. Of X-Files?
Yeah.
Weird.
He's some, like, really dirty, like, looking greasy guy.
Well, I mean, what about in the episode?
He's,
Is he a greaser?
No, he's just a friend of this, like, seemingly, I don't know, psychic guy that just killed somebody.
Oh, okay. No? I looked up Venator, and all I got was a Venator-class Star Destroyer, and I like to think that the Venator-class Star Destroyer is a gay icon now. Nah. What's up, hon? Yuri lovers are surprisingly annoying. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I haven't quite run into them. I know yaoi, like, Fujoshi always annoyed the shit out of me when I was just trying to enjoy something, but that was back when I was young and in denial about my own gayness. Yeah, pretty much. What I mean about the idea is that basically people will exist inside a movement and will use a movement to go like, oh hey, I'm surrounded by gay people. I'm finally able to exist as a gay man. I will now hit on everything that moves. That sort of thing. Or, oh hey, I'm a furry. I'm existing in a space that's okay with furries. Okay, everyone look at my disgusting fetish right now. Everyone look at my inflation art. Everyone look at my vor. Look at my feet pictures. And I don't have to filter them or tag them as pornography because they're so bizarre they can't even be considered sexual. That's what I dislike. And then furries have the gall to go, it's not sexual. It's like, yeah, but no, you're saying for you. I'm saying the entire movement, and yes, it is sexual. Warning, this is going to loop into the self-ship art about PvZ. People are very weirdly morally, morally policing about the art they consume. Like, they're like, this character's abusive, I can't like them. This character's doing a bad thing, I can't like them. And you know what? If you actually try to go into classic literature, classic movies, classic games, classic art, that's gonna fail real fucking quick. You're not gonna be able to enjoy Catcher in the Rye or American Psycho if if you're so up your own ass about your moral scruples. Like, it's good to have that in mind. It's good to have a moral compass, but art doesn't give a fuck about your morality. And ultimately, you're gonna need to overcome that if you want to enjoy art properly. Like, that I cannot stand that shit. Because ultimately, they don't form attachments to stories, they form attachments to characters. Like, if you want to see a great example of that is 40K. Like, 40K is the ultimate test of media literacy, in my opinion. Because if a person experiences 40K and they're like, oh man, all of these pieces of shit are actually the heroes, then there's something wrong with you, buddy. There's something wrong with your specific moral compass, and you got problems, and you need to try and figure that shit out. But if you also go into 40K going, this whole story is propaganda for evil, saying that all this evil stuff is good, and I can't get into it because everyone's a piece of shit, then you're wrong in the complete opposite direction. But if you go into 40K going, alright, all of these characters are morally complex, and this entire setting is a cautionary tale for our own future, then ding 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 ding, you're in, you know? Like, Lucius the Eternal isn't supposed to be a cool guy. He's kind of a fucking loser. But that's the entire point of him as a character, you know? My favorite 40K character is Eisenhorn, because he is a genuinely good person in this setting, and he is miserable because of it. Oh, that sucks, Hex, but you gotta stick with it. You gotta keep trying to make new friends. I believe in you. And as for your temper, I also have that same issue. It's something I struggle with. Clearly, right? But, yeah, and I think a lot of people are just like, these characters are incestuous. Like, basically, people have a hard time with art because they can't get past that shit. And they feel the need to either justify or change the characters in their own perception rather than accept the role they play in the story. Yeah, isn't that great? And I think a lot of that is what we're getting out of Yuri, is that, like, I have heard the term toxic Yuri being a thing thrown around enough where I'm just like, okay, people are really into very dark, abusive Yuri stories. For me personally, I just like love stories. If a character's gay, if a character's straight, I don't particularly mind either way, but I do get a little more excited when they're gay. Like, it makes, like, I love Eren and Mikasa, don't get me wrong, that's a beautiful romance, and it's very sad and tragic and toxic, but fucking Ymir and Historia is my shit. Who's there? Who joined? Who dare join the WoW chat? Nobody? I'm still alone? Oh no. I am all alone. Nothing changed. That's sad. Anyway. The guy that's annoying the hell out of me. Alright, let me check over on X. I also don't like if Blue Sky could let me send images, I'd probably never use X messages again. Hey guys, amplified masturbator. That's not what I'm called. I hate that shit. I hate it when people unnecessarily gender shit. That's annoying. And we'll send you death threats if you dare interrupt their headcanon. That's fair. Yes, that is 100% Lucius. You're 100% right on that, Kalman. That is spot on to who Lucius is as a character. I can only play Dark Souls with a Guitar Hero controller now. It's like that Dragon Ball Fighter story I told yesterday, where there was that guy. Oh shit! There was that guy who. I'm gonna go ahead and can I sheep the spider? Good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and eat our bread. Let's get out of combat. I really want to make... Okay, so I have goals for 40k, but I have no money. That's my issue. I really want to make a... I really want to make a Horus Heresy era Emperor's Children army. Oh, you sent me bisque pics? Damn. I gotta like hide my monitor so Vaya doesn't see. Dragon Ball FighterZ, I played the story is so mid TBH, bummer. It's only worth it for the characters and stuff. Yeah, it's not... And the skills. But it's basically the story I told yesterday was there was a guy, a competitive DBZ Dragon Ball FighterZ character. Or, not fighter, player, who was, like, really good. But his whole thing is that he was doing a challenge where he used a Casio keyboard to play Dragon Ball FighterZ and other Arc System Works games. And what ended up happening is he got so used to doing it that it became the only way he's able to play those games. And I think that's really funny. That's kind of like me with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, that game's for killers. Like, a lot of fighting games have that problem where the player base is just too good. Move otherwise, you would wipe the lobby first. Yeah. Fighting games usually don't have good story modes. There are some that do, but no, yeah, you're right. They're few and far between. Damn, that's some good bisque. That's some good crayfish bisque. I finally joined. Last NV wasn't working. I fixed it. Yeah. Typically. I think fighting games can have good stories, it's just... I don't know. Because if you think about it, most shonen anime are just, like, here's 100 1v1 fights with a really great story built around it, you know? You just need to accept... Oh, and there's also some things, like some anime that, like, it's better to play the game than to watch the show. Like, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, from what I've heard, is just a better way to experience Naruto. But no, I think, I don't know, it's interesting thinking about fighting game stories, because, like, basically, what you would need to do, like, there's games I love that would, okay, we have the Staff of Spirit, I don't need that. There's a game called Fury, and the entire game is just a boss rush, with just really good graphics and an amazing 1v1 fighting system. Why couldn't that be a good fighting game, you know? Why couldn't that make... And that has a great story, you know? So, like, I think for fighting game stories to be good, you'd probably just need to have a really good boss rush with a really good narrative. Also, Persona 4 Arena kind of breaks that hex. I don't know if you've ever played Persona 4 Arena. It is a canonical sequel to a full-blown RPG, and its story is amazing. I use Chinese crawfish. Okay. Math test tomorrow. Hope it goes well for you. I hope it goes well for you too, man. I haven't, sadly. My favorite games before were DMC and Metal Gear Rising. Metal Gear Rising is a good one. I recommend playing the classic Devil May Cry games. We do need another JoJo fighting game. I really want something for JoJo that reflects the very life or death combat of the actual anime. Because, like, the big thing with JoJo is it's normal people with superpowers fighting for survival, you know? Typically, a bullet, a gun could end a JoJo character. And I think I would love to play a JoJo game that's like Bushido Blade or Nidhogg, where it's almost like the health bar is there, but you get hit. Like, if you get one aura to the face with Jotaro, you're done, and the fight's over. Something like the new Samurai Showdown, or Guilty Gear, or not Guilty, or maybe something like Strive even, because I know Strive has that. See, shipping is interesting to me because, how do I put it? A romance is just a part of a larger story. It doesn't necessarily matter that much. Like, it can be the entire point of a story, but when you're, like, looking at something like an anime, like a normal shonen anime on average, the romance that exists within them are terrible. It's literally the quote-unquote characters get like one or two interactions and that's it, and you're building an entire romance off of that, you know? But for me, it's like, if the story is well written, there should be no debate over what the canon pairing is. So there are the people who like the canon. If a show's good, there are the people who like the canon pairing, and then there's the people that are wrong. So that's why I've never understood about shipping, is it's like, yeah, if you love Undertale, you can pair up Undyne or Alphys with whoever you want, but we all know what the real one is, because we all played the game and we all experienced the journey that led us to that moment, you know? So why are we pretending that it's anything else? Also, this level 20 quest is really fucking hard. Probably way harder than the other quests I could have done instead. Hey, honey. Welcome back, Hex. Blue's face. Oh, dude. What'd you say? Alright, baby, I love you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you soon, hun. I love you too, hun. I don't mind people being delusional. I'm delusional as well. I mean, yeah, it's fair. But okay, here's what's up. If your response is, I wrote this really cool alternate story about Alphys and Metaton getting together, fine, great, awesome. But if you're yelling at the creator of the thing for going like, no, it's not canon, or if you're yelling at other people going, no, yours isn't canon, mine is, like, dude, the story's gonna happen whether you like it or not. At the end of the day, you have no power here. So stop pretending that you do get your shit together and dedicate your energy to something more productive, I suppose. Like writing fanfiction. If you're making something awesome... Let's chase the buzz, I'm tweaking, I'm tweaking. Yeah. It's like, just don't get it twisted. Like, you're a fanfic writer, you know? It's like people going, oh, Invisible is a song in MGSV. It's like, it's not. You're just making AMVs, and that's awesome that you're doing that, but don't get it twisted. You're making AMVs, and that's great. And I'm super happy for you, and I'm about to die if I'm not careful here. It's like, hey, if you're a shipper and you want to write amazing fanfic, then go for it. Your mom's canon. Holy I just lagged. A Pomni X-Jack is most likely. It doesn't make me any less jealous. They're also not real. For those that don't know, I'm talking about the Bumblebee from Ruby. Oh, God. Why do people care about Ruby? The story sucks. Who cares? You know what has a better romance than Ruby? Red versus Blue. Like, everything with Church and Tex is so fucking heartbreaking and sad. And it's so much more... It's a much better romance than anything in Red versus Blue. My mom's... Yeah, my mom, Muscle Man. True dat. Like, and that's where I'm like, I don't get it. The story, like the other, like it's also like I'm also one of those guys. Like, there's those people before J.K. Rowling revealed herself to be trash, and the rights to Harry Potter were shifted over to Hatsune Miku. The response to people who were really into Harry Potter was, "Oh my God, read another book." And that's kind of how I feel about these people who dedicate so much time to these fandoms. It's like I follow the I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream subreddit, and something that I've gotten kind of shit on for is going, why is Am now a bird furry? Why is this character whose entire point is that they are a bodiless, inhuman entity? Why did you give him a body, and why is it a bird furry? Why did you do it that way? Why do you keep calling it Berserker? It's Berserk. But yeah. Harry Potter fanfics are insane. I forgot 3. You did forget 3. But yeah, it's like, I'm looking at it going like, why did you do this? Why did you damage this perception of art that people are going to have? Like, I've had people send me in Am monologues on YouTube Monday, and my response is, what the fuck is this shit? He never says this in the book or in the game. Why? What is this? And I get people are creating new stuff, but it's like, I'm sorry, Am is Harlan Ellison. You can't have a different voice actor play Am. And you definitely can't have a douchebag generic psycho anime voice. Like, holy fuck. If you're trying to voice Am like Light Yagami, fucking stop it. Nothing against Light Yagami, that's just not Am. Am is Harlan Ellison's voice. He's also dead. So, there's not much to be done there except for AI, which I don't support either, so I guess stop it. But no, it's a thing of just like, I look at it and I'm just like, that's not how this character is. And like, the stronger the fandom is for something that's actually completely worthless and vapid, the more like confused I am. Because there's so much to talk about. Hey, Pepina Cat, good to see you. There's so much to talk about, and I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, and those things are not shipping, and those things are not turning Am into a bird furry. But then you get something vapid like Axis Powers Italia. You know, that was a fandom that I had a friend who was really into it, and I tried to get into it too because I was into her, and that was embarrassing. But that was a long time ago. That was like actually 20 years ago. You know, I'd be 8 years old. It's over 10. You know. Am played like Voss from Far Cry 3. Ugh. Ugh. The problem with Am is that he is a foundational character. He's not new. He's new to you people, but he's not new to me.
Hellman28 says, I only keep shit about Ruby because I met my boyfriend through it, and only I liked it.
Yeah, bird furry thing came from how Am made a bird creature to torture the humans, maybe IDK. Yeah, I've heard the explanations. I'm just not really a fan of them. I'd like to hear, do you know the definition of insanity? Insanity is... I love Voss too, it's just... I don't think we should flatten out art and make it all the same. You know? Like, yeah, there are some really cool furry villains out there. Am does not need to be one of them. You can have your cool bird furry villains without it having to be Am. That's fine, you know? We don't need to flatten every piece of art into the same fucking thing. Yeah, I enjoyed the first 2 seasons of Ruby because of Monty Oom's fight choreography, and then he died, and Ruby lost the sauce, and Red vs. Blue still had its writing, so I just kept watching that. Am played like Am. Pancake is art is not pancake. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I think the TF2 community has done a really good job. Like, I think making original stories that... I think the goal of fan fiction, the goal of fandom, should be to make original art that is so good that it can exist alongside the original art that the fandom is built around. Earthbound is a great example of that. How Deltarune and Undertale are games that started as Earthbound mods, like started from an Earthbound modder, but eventually became something so much better than anything in the Mother series, in my opinion. Emesis Blue is another example of just... Red vs. Blue is another good example where it's like I respect Red vs. Blue, at least its early seasons, as much as I respect Bungie's Halo. Same thing goes for Emesis Blue. Emesis Blue is so fucking good that... Yeah. There's an official story of TF2? Yeah. Absolutely. Lost its sauce because they didn't let Monty's wife anywhere near the creation and were shitty friends. I remember hearing about that.
Let Monty's wife anywhere near the creation and...
It's basic... yeah, it's pretty good. That's awesome, if so. That's great. But no, it's when you make something so good that it exists alongside the original work of art, or even surpasses it. That should be the goal of fandom, not masturbation. Like a good example, I think two great examples of fandoms that were actually upheld by the corporations who started them are Star Wars and Warhammer 40,000. Like Warhammer and Star Wars are two settings in which the original work came out. In the case of 40K being the board game, and in the case of Star Wars being those movies, and they said to their own fandoms, hey, people who are fans of this who are also writers or directors or game designers, get in. Hey, you wanna adapt our work? You wanna make something? Go for it. And there are people out there who love Space Marine or Dawn of War or Knights of the Old Republic or Andor more so, if not more, than the original. And sure, it's corpo-backed fandom, but it's still just fandom. Like, it's dressed up to mean something more, but at the end of the day, everything not made by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg is Star Wars fan fiction. The only difference is quality. The same thing goes for 40K. Everything not made by the people who made the fucking tabletop game as a tabletop game is fan fiction. But, again, all that matters is quality. Not Am, it stops being Am because Am is so unique, replacing anything only takes away from Am's character. Absolutely. Like, you could need some energy for tomorrow. Good night, Mr. Blue. Like, Gladys is a character you could actually do a lot more with. And I think it's not the fandom's fault, it's Am's fault, because Am is such a specific, singular character. But, like, you could totally take Gladys, and I don't know, like, let's say hypothetically we took GLaDOS away from, like, the weird, like, the bound, like, I love her initial design of the bound, upside-down woman with machines wrapped around her. Like, even though she's not actually a woman bound there, it looks almost like a woman hanging from the ceiling who's been bound. And, like, it's like a single tentacle with an eye on it, and that design is fucking amazing. But, like, let's say hypothetically, with GLaDOS, what matters most about her is her personality. And so we could take her out of that design, and I don't know, let's say hypothetically put her into a potato, and it would still be GLaDOS. It'd still be GLaDOS, you know? Same thing goes for Shodan. Like, as long as the...
says, I think that Avatar is still in its growing pains. Maybe it's another decade.
Yep, it ran into a problem. Avatar is running into the same problem that Star Wars games ran into for a while, which was, oh my god, when it comes to this sort, and it's something I want to point out, and it's something I believe, and it's that quality is quantity. If you don't, like, people like to bitch about all the bad 40K games, but do any of you remember what any of them are called? Do you remember their names all these years later? Because I sure don't. I remember Space Marine, I remember Dawn of War. I think we have a positivity bias when it comes to art. And I think what ends up happening is when you try to clutch your pearls and really safeguard art and stop people from making what they want to make, which is the exact opposite of what I was talking about with the fandom thing, you end up in a situation where it just ends up not being as good. Or if it isn't, even if it isn't good, there may be so much time between good and bad good releases that you feel like there's nothing. And Star Wars is slowly getting out of that funk, and Avatar is currently existing in that funk. Because if the only thing we're going to get out of Avatar is more mediocre action movies, then I'm sorry, I'm not really going to ever really get that much into it. I do like the first Avatar, though. There needs to be more games, there needs to be more comics, there needs to be more. Just more in general. And at the end of the day, I think that should be the goal of fandom, but of course, I'm not gonna go, like, I don't like Bird Am. I'm sorry, I think it's fucking lame. I think taking Am and trying to turn him into a singular character is a dumb idea. I don't think it works. Am's... The thing that makes Am... Like, Am stops being scary when he becomes a guy you can look at, you know? And that's just how I feel, you know? It'd be like if the Underlook Hotel from The Shining was turned into a single entity. It just doesn't work for me. But at the end of the day, if that's what people enjoy, if that's what makes people happy, then go for it. God bless. I just know that if there's ever a fan-made I Have No Mouth and I'm a Screen thing and it has Am on it as a bird furry, I'm not buying it. It's just not my cup of tea. I guess I'm mainly just talking about what annoys me. And if something annoys me, that doesn't mean it needs to stop forever. It just means that I just don't like it. No! No! No stitches, please! Oh, fuck. Pokemon is something that needs a lot more fan content. And
Hellman28 says Tron will forever remain a cult classic. I think that James did an amazing first step
into making Avatar by giving us villain Navi. I'll just be honest with you, I haven't seen any of the later movies. I just know that they haven't been loved as much as the first one. And that may be a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. Yeah, don't scroll on Insta. Like, people need to take an act. Like, I've had a video brewing in my head, and it's gonna be like the Internet Survival Guide or something. And it's basically gonna be all the shit that I do to avoid making myself upset and letting the internet just ruin my brain. Yes, Nintendo doesn't. The goal of fandom should be to create awesome art. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like, he can send down a bird creature, I just don't want him to be the bird creature. Also, I'm done with this quest. I can probably leave. I just need to resurrect myself. You know... Oh, man. I'm trying to think about... You know what has an amazing fandom? And I mean this without a shadow of a doubt. I think the Elder Scrolls fandom is fucking awesome. I love the passion that Elder Scrolls fans have for the Elder Scrolls. I think it's wonderful. And I think because Elder Scrolls setting is the idea of a fantasy life simulator with a little bit of lore, but all the lore is open to interpretation, works really, really well for fan interpretation. You know what doesn't? Fucking Fallout. Fallout has very solid, very specific lore that cannot be, like, flippantly disregarded, and that's why I can't stand the Fallout fandom, personally. Because what you're working off of is something that you can't exactly... Yeah. Any RP game has a good fandom. Hellman's calling me the fuck out. Yeah, no, for real. You know what? I'm gonna hold that L, buddy. I'm gonna hold that L. Because that's an argument I cannot have with you. Like, I could try and front and pretend like, well, they haven't been the big cultural impact that... No, I mean, I don't know. I watched Avatar. It was a movie that I enjoyed, and then I moved on. And I know there are people who were obsessed with it, and they didn't. And then I thought I kind of hated the movie, honestly, until recently. And then I rewatched the first one, and I really liked it. That's nice of you, Hex. And honestly, yeah, having room for creativity in a game can go a long way. Personally, for me, I think the reason why Minecraft has done so well is it's given people a lot of room for creativity. Is it the kind of creativity that I'm into? No. So, Not really into Minecraft. We talked a bit about it yesterday. But as for a different game like Fallout 76, I actually really enjoyed my playthrough of Fallout 76 that I started last year for Fallout month because I was able to get so much into the RP. Yeah, there's debate over what games are canon and what games are not canon. There was debate until the original writer of the Elder Scrolls came out and went, "Hey man, it's whatever you want." And I love soft canon, and that's how I treat all my art now. But like, for example, if I don't like art in a fandom, it's not canon. So a good example would be oh boy, Hellman might get upset at me for this one. For me, it's the entire Beast series of books, the Rise of the Beast series for 40K. Like, those are trash, man. And them being canon makes the Death Watch less cool. So, as far as I'm concerned, those books never happened, you know? Same thing goes for Inquisitor Drago. It's like, those books make the Inquisition less cool, so I don't like them. Yeah. They make some really cool stuff. Like, I really enjoyed several Machinima series. I really like... the weird thing, like, the Pelinal animator is being really weird. I need to actually find that and download it. Because that motherfucker took his shit down, and I can't find it. He had the author had a crash out over his videos. I need to find it. He's trying to fight. I need to actually download it so I can get it again. Song ends. Did you just upload a 6-minute black screen? Okay, no. No. I gotta find the original video. God damn it. Later. I'll do it later. Fuck. Pisses me off when it pisses me off when YouTubers and shit do that. I do believe... Now, here's an Alex hot take, and I know this one's gonna be a hot take. Once art is released to the public, it no longer belongs to the artist. It belongs to everyone. Like, we can, try to stop the audience we have basically given our art to by releasing it publicly from doing anything with it, but the internet's forever, man. Like, I think crediting an artist and paying for art is a kindness, and I think that's something you should do. But the truth of the matter is, everything that's released on the internet is free to everybody. Anything that can be copied and replicated, and it's like, personally, regardless of how you feel about that, that's quite simply the truth, My videos, my streams, as I upload them, I can, I do give full permission to take my content and remix it or do whatever you want with it. However, I don't need to give that permission because people can just do it, and also, that's why it really bothers me when artists try to fight that truth. When artists try to, memory hole something awesome they've made because they don't like it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't belong to them anymore. So, the Pelinal artist trying to take down his really awesome animation he made about Pelinal Whitestrake from Elder Scrolls, for whatever reason, I think is fucked up. And I personally disagree with it because that's art that belongs to the people now. It belongs to our collective human culture. Someone just messaged me, thick booty, heart. Bro, you're live. Bro, you're on stream. What, thick booty or everything I just said about art? How do I say this? I had a boner. Yeah, no, he said that. He totally said that. That's totally a Kira line. That's him explaining his weird hand fetish. Oh, man. Should we just link Shanky Panky to our Twitch?
Light be with you.
Here's your crab cakes, buddy. Hello, Bernadetta. Did you get those gooey spider legs yet? Ah, yes, a nice clutch of legs you have there. Let me just get these seasoned with my secret spices, no looking, and get them to skittering on a skillet for a while. And although dusky crab cakes are my specialty, I won't give out the recipe. Now here's the recipe that's Here's the recipe for a dish that's almost as good. Hell yeah, thanks. Here we are, crab cakes a la Grawl. Return to jitters with the dusky crab cakes. Get them in here.
Light bless you.
You got it, man. I'm just gonna write lol. Lol, you're on stream. There we go.
Text the Protobian says where the F beep is Mickey Mouse.
Where the F beep is Mickey Mouse? Oh, Jojo. Where the fuck is Mickey Mouse? Lamau, have a good one. Return to jitters, yes we do. Return to jitters now. I return to jitters now. Return to jitters, don't have a cow. Let's rent myself a horse. Yes, please. Oh, hold on, let me actually, I gotta check my little level up guide I got going. Where the F beep is Mickey Mouse. Where the fa beep. Okay, 2353 2523. Two, 3, 5, and then 3, and then tier 2 is 2 out of 5 for arcane concentration. Didn't I do these already? Let's go to Jiddles. Get them in here. I am happy more people are getting into Eye of My Mouth than MS Scream, though. Sorry, PC had a stroke, damn. What a shame. Furthermore, I love the fact that Vulcan chokeslammed the beast, and the fact that there are randomly like a dozen more of them after Vulcan died was fucking stupid. For real. I sometimes think, what was it like? Yes, the answer is hell. And you know what else was hell? It was hell until Stardust Crusaders finished, and JoJo got really big. Because every JoJo fandom site was like, fuck the anime. This is about the manga. Don't show up here if you haven't read the manga. Get out of here. Read the manga. And after Stardust Crusaders, when the majority of the fandom became anime fans instead, oh, that was just awesome. That made me very happy. Sometimes I look at the gatekeeping fandom and I go, die. Perish. Do people need to read the manga? No, not really. Dude, I don't, like, they weren't the exception back then. Back in 2012 when Phantom Blood started, like the Phantom Blood anime came out, that wasn't a minority. That was everybody I encountered. Oh yeah, people get that way. I understand getting upset when a character dies, but that's what makes JoJo. What's one of the things that makes JoJo so good, and it's like this kind of ties into my rant I had yesterday about Final Fantasy XIV. But like, one of the strengths of JoJo is that it's willing to kill off people because they die, not because the story needs them to die, not because of any sort of plot convenience, but because in that moment, he was not strong enough to defeat what hit him. No, you just said those aren't JoJo fans, those are dickheads. And I'm like, well, no, that was the... Like, okay, if we dismiss them as JoJo fans, that means that there was no JoJo fandom until the anime came out. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, 100%. People get really weird about character deaths. Like, they'll stop watching. I've heard people be like, oh, the character I like died, so I stopped watching. And I'm like, well, that must have been a really shitty show, is what I usually think, you know? Like, when you're watching something for one character, that means that the rest of it must be pretty bad. Like, my favorite 40k character is Eisenhorn. When he dies, and he will die, I'm not going to stop playing 40k. I'm not going to stop being interested in 40k or Warhammer, you know? The problem is when it's done poorly. When it's done poorly, then you get mad. Then you get upset. But, yeah. Like, I'm not upset that all those people died at the end of Game of Thrones. I'm upset how they died and how shit that writing was at the end of that story. You know? Or the end of that, end of that show.
You need something?
Bernadetta, you were here. But yes, the fandom for JoJo before the new anime was hell. You're on point about that, Ghost.
See you around.
And also, Hellman, I don't have to have a point. I'm a streamer. We just yap. I'm just here to yap. I'm not going to change anybody's mind about anything. I'm just saying shit to say shit. I'm here to fill dead air. Anyway, let's head back to Red Ridge. We got stuff to do there. Alright. That leads to Westfall. Yeah, we'll head back the other way. Yeah. Yeah. I personally can't get on board with that. Like, I think that's just, that ties into people, like, don't appreciate art as a whole most of the time. Most of the time, people will attach themselves to a single character or a single storyline or a single couple rather than appreciating the art as a whole. Yeah, the runaway technique is very powerful. Also, characters get old. Yes, I really appreciate that about JoJo. And stories that are too scared to kill people off, I typically have a problem with. See yesterday's Factorio stream where I argued with Cell about that. I think you spelled it properly, Dio. D-A-Y-O, Dio. Miku Dio. Cell? Oh, Selkiran, the person I was on stream with yesterday. We're making fanfics, Pomni. Rule 34. Hail Mage, perhaps you've seen those spiders that have taken over the western border. The eight-legged menaces are too much for us to handle, and the commander hasn't enough manpower to spare so far from Darkshire. I hate to ask this of you, but you seem like you might be able to handle them. I can't promise you anything of great value, but I can reward you if you can help root out the filthy bugs. Oh, and a word of advice, you'll want to avoid their venom if you can.
For the Alliance.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that later, but... Miku, day 0. We need to steal shit and run the fuck out! I don't know why. That was something someone posted in the Stardew Valley stream chat, like, years ago, man. Milky Buns, huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely. How, like, there's a healer in every fucking party after Part 4. Absolutely. Gotta fuck those characters up. like Titan Shifter powers in Attack on Titan, or like Animorphing and Animorphs. I really want there to be an anime adaptation of the Animorphs. It would be awesome. Yeah, I feel you, man. Dude, I'm exhausted right now. Like, I'm barely staying awake. I've been sleeping too much, and I just want to sleep more. And I have no caffeine. Like, I'm drinking liquid... I don't remember what it's called. It's like Black Death Coffee. Hold on, let me see if I can get the name of it. Black Death Coffee. Espresso. I'm drinking Black Death Coffee Espresso. Death Wish Coffee. Yes, I'm drinking Death Wish Coffee Espresso Roast. And it is apparently intensely strong coffee. It's a $20 little bag of coffee. I want to know how much caffeine's in there.
I don't have a target.
A good power set can be used in every story. Stands are a perfect power system because it can be anything in any story. Yep. I'm watching the X-Men. One of the things I really like about the X-Men is that mutations can be literally anything. Specifically, I'm watching the old... I'm rewatching the live-action movies and the old X-Men cartoon, which I'm really enjoying. But I'm really liking it, you know? It's a really great power set. There's some pretty fucked ones in Part 6. Soft and what the... He could, totally.
Hey there.
Right outside the Red Ridge. I'll be real with you guys, I kind of just want to go lay down. I'm enjoying the stream, I just don't feel well. Just want to chill out and go to sleep watching Elder Scrolls videos. Oh yeah, one of the things I've been wanting to do going forward, like when not in Morrowind, but when I play Oblivion and Skyrim, I really want to get more into RPing my characters, talking as my characters in their voices, kind of doing inner monologues. You can sleep, we're not forcing you to stay. I know, but I don't want to let you guys down. I don't want to let my audience down. Also, Hellman, it's so good to see you again, man. I missed you in my streams. It's good to have you here.
Hellman28 says, hot take, I live for the AU where Era is just a family man and not a killer NPC.
Is a good dad. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know if that's good or not. I haven't seen it, but if it's made by Iraqi, I assume it's good. I'm gonna have a hell of a time, like, when I finally do get caught up to the end of JoJo, or when the anime gets caught up to the end of JoJo, I'm gonna have a fuck of a time tracking down all those AU and all those, like, alternate storyline mangas. Because, like, shit, there's a lot of them, aren't there? Like, I've seen Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan, but I haven't seen Rohan at the Louvre. Oh, I know Soft and Wet is the name of part... Okay, so here's what's up, guys. Back when I got into JoJo, the anime wasn't out yet, and most of the manga wasn't translated. So I just went whole hog on wiki spoilers. So I know names, I know things, I know quotes. I haven't read Part 7 yet, and I haven't watched it because it's not out yet. What part are you in? I just finished reading and watching Part 6. I typically read ahead and then watch the anime, but the girlfriend has made me promise not to do that with Part 7, so I will read Part 7 after watching it. But I wait for the parts to finish before I watch them, so Part 7, it's going to be a while before I experience Part 7, because I don't fucking watch episodes week to week, I don't wait for the Netflix drops, I watch the whole fucking thing when it's done. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry, I'm just not really feeling well tonight. I'm feeling kind of sad, feeling kind of blue. Don't really want to keep streaming WoW right now. We'll definitely stream WoW next week, and I definitely want to try and get Ghost in on it. I think this Sunday I want to try and get a WoW leveling stream going. But we'll see what happens with it, you know? Yeah, no, it's like, what am I gonna do? Not play the fighting game? You know, what am I gonna do? Not wiki dive on every stand? What song is my favorite? What opening? Great Days. End of part 4, my favorite part. Just let the voice of love take you higher. Take you higher. And then my second place is Destiny is mine. Na 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 na. Chase is pretty good. Chase is just, it just doesn't feel JoJo to me. It feels like the opening for a different show. It feels like Bleach almost. Well, you mean just song? My top 2 songs of all time, or my top 3. Fighting Gold's amazing. But if we're talking about just music and Jinyu, my favorite song is Little Dark Age. It is a song that always has meaning to me, no matter how many times I listen to it. Second place would probably be, Second place would probably be El Fusilado. I love the story it tells. I think it's fucking badass, and I love the style of it as well. El Fusilado by Chumbawamba is great. And... shit. Third place is difficult, but... oh, man. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar is a fucking banger. Like, right now, in terms of a song that keeps coming up with me, especially when I'm, like, stressed at work, is Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar. My third place might also be filled by 46 and 2 by Tool. Little Dark Age by MGMT. Fuck. Yeah, part 3 is variable. But, like, commonly, number 1 would be Little Dark Age by MGMT. Second place would actually be Ruler of Everything by Tally Hall. And the third place would probably be El Fusilado. But they're like my favorite songs are all over the place after 3. Those are the only ones that I think are cement. Number 1 is Little Dark Age by MGMT. That's the only one that's completely concrete. Anyway, yeah, hopefully we can play more WoW next week. Oh, cool, sweet, yeah, I'd love a fan stand for Little Dark Age. But if we're doing my general cat theme, Cat Scratch Fever would be the one that comes to mind for me. And that one I just stole a power set from a different anime. That would be, it's like Suifeng's Zanpakuto from Bleach, where scratch you once in one spot, scratch you twice, you're done. And they appear as a pair of clawed gauntlets. But if you want to do something with Little Dark Age, go for it. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you enjoyed what you saw here today and you're new, be sure to follow. If you want to see more from me or if you just want to hang out, be sure to join the Discord via the link in chat or down below. And finally, if you want to support the stream, help it grow, and help us achieve our future goals, be sure to subscribe. Subscribers get many other benefits, such as being able to hang out in the special subscriber channels and VC, and they get to join me every Sunday to play games on stream. It's great. Good night, my friends. I'm going to do The Big Sleep by Salvatore Dali. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid real quick, and we're going to raid a friend. I mean, I don't know. I'd love to get something in the same category, you know? But, you know, it's very rare that I find a WoW streamer that I want to watch. World of Warcraft. There we go. Like, I'm basically streaming in a pretty dead category right now. Not dead because it's empty, but dead because it's full all the time. Oh shit, yeah, let's raid Mega Mem 3. They're a VTuber. They're playing, looks like the Burning Crusade. Let's go ahead and give them a raid. You guys are really going to make me show up with 2 viewers? Alright, never mind then. I don't ever like to raid people who have more viewers than me. It's just, if I can raid someone who's at 1 viewer, even when I have 2, is probably better. Oh, Cressy's is playing WoW. Cool. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid... we're gonna go ahead and raid Moth Silk, who is playing Kingdom Hearts HD. The channel's offline. Why did you even suggest it? We're gonna raid Stren V. No, he's doing a fish stream. God damn it. Just trying to find someone I can raid. No, not Arc Knights. Not Arc Knights. We're gonna raid Atlas the Femboy, who's playing Risk of Rain 2. Apparently he just finished a run. Awesome. The Friend Boy. Alright, I will see you all on Saturday for the Morrowind stream. Take care.
Ah, welcome, Green. So, little context here. I made a broken build of mainly soldier syringes, crowbar, glasses, and whatnot, along with some other items. And somehow, with only, like, I forgot the item that upgrades your items. It transferred, like, it made all the syringes into shurikens. In turn, I had 26 shurikens. And somehow, that works. And it deleted Mithrix.
Oh, it's piss time. Am I still live? I am still live, guys.